Here we go.
From having the same amount of money that's in my bank account to attempting to be one of Minecraft's richest players on the biggest SMP. This is my journey on how I'll be going from 0 to $1 billion on the Donut SMP. First thing, we have no money. Second thing, we have no homes. We have no orders for anything. No, nothing. So that's it. I'm really excited. Let's go ahead, RTP out, and start making some money. Alright, looks like we got an ice bikes biome. I guess we just kind of play it like normal Minecraft, I guess, at the first part. We're just gonna go ahead and get some trees.
Yup, makes sense.
I'm gonna go check out whatever this is over here. I can't see it. It might be a base. Okay, I don't think that's a base, actually. The goal for this first episode is to have a minimum battle of 25 mil, and also, I'm not allowed to take any handouts from anybody. I haven't been in the beginner stage of Donut in a really long time, so I don't really know what to do first. I know selling logs is probably a good method,
you know
so
why
I'm
I
probably
like this
gonna
video?
go ahead and just do that.
He shows
I'm gonna RTP
every
out,
single part of the process.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that deal.
He bought
30K
an
for this?
axe?
That is insane. I also
Okay.
had a good idea to sell leaves since they were super easy to collect, so I bought some iron to make some shears. Oh yeah, we can get a bunch of shears. Alright, this might be a dumb idea, but I'm gonna make 5 pairs of shears and go around and get a bunch of leaves.
Okay.
So for the next 15 minutes, I collected, mined up, and sold a bunch of leaves and logs to make a decent amount of money. Alright, there we go. Some of the people are actually already buying.
People are buying leaves for 10K.
I was also selling some lovers just because
Dang.
they were super easy
Yo,
to
what's good,
craft.
Kevin?
Alright,
Welcome
we
to
have
stream.
too many items listed, but once somebody buys our stuff, we can list these other 2 levers. After going into a cave, I made a big order for deep slate, so then I could craft this into deep slate bricks and sell it on the auction house. Alright, everything is listed. If all of that sells, we'll make our money back plus more and have a bunch more deep slate to order, but I'm actually gonna cancel the order. For the next 15 minutes, I started grinding logs so I could get some easy
has
money so I could go
100K
start working on my
already?
farm. I decided to go ahead and start mining down and go make my base. After I finally got a good spot, I started digging the area. All I have to say is, I didn't have a name with this pickaxe, so...
Bro, why does everybody have that
Small
dumb
area
texture
dugout, I
pack
decided to start ordering
that
all the
turns
materials I was
everything
gonna
to
be
make it look like
needing,
netherite
way
blocks?
cheaper than
Come
buying it off the
on, bro.
auction. Yo, let's go. The redstone repeaters.
Okay, so
are
he's
already
just
filled,
making
we're
a
getting
base and he's
bunch
just
of
selling everything. He sold some redstone repeaters right there.
orders. Finally dug out this small area, bro. This took so long, and it's such a bad area too. My next money-making method idea was selling pickaxes. After I finally had enough money, I pretty much spent all of it on these bookshelves. After
He
selling
spent
a few more things,
250K on
also,
bookshelves.
Why is it not going up? Oh, there it goes. Level 30. All right, let's see what we get.
Oh!
Holy! Yo!
That's a lot
That
of
is an
enchantments.
insane pickaxe. Dang. Wait, I'm just gonna use this one. I'm gonna sell this one. This one's more expensive because it's silk touch. Now that I had everything set up and people were starting to order me lapis, I could finally start making a lot of money. I was also still selling flint and steels because they would sell pretty much instantly. Also made a huge order for diamonds so we can enchant some more pickaxes. Oh, and the diamond order's complete.
So
Never
he's
mind.
selling redstone
Gotta sell them
repeaters, flint and
pickaxes.
steels.
Let's go.
He's now enchanting
As I was enchanting
pickaxes.
pickaxes and waiting for them to sell, I was also expanding our base, and by the way, we're still ordering lapis and XP bottles. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, I'd really appreciate if you subscribe. Let me know in the
Yeah,
comments
guys,
if you want to see
subscribe
more
to
donuts. I should have been doing this the whole time, but I realized I could use anchors to mine, so
Anchors?
this helped out a decent.
That's gotta be
After I
expensive.
finally had the area dug out, I decided to make a crimson farm. When I had logged back on Donut the next day, pretty much everything on my auction had sold, and here's the auction transitions if you
He's
want
at
to
a
see.
million
I dug
now.
down the base one more
Okay.
layer just to make sure the crimson farm could still fit. All right, this should be enough area for the crimson farm. I'm gonna go ahead and...
Oh, and he's making Crimson
get
Farm.
all
I didn't
that
even
stuff that
realize.
we ordered a few days ago. After I finally had everything I needed for the farm, it was time to start building it.
Wait, he has $1 million and he has so many materials inside of his orders. I feel like a lot of people watching probably don't even know what orders are. It's basically, instead of, like, there's an auction where you can go and buy the stuff that other people have listed. But then there's, like, the opposite of the auction, which is orders, where you can go request items for a certain amount of money. And people will go out and get the items for you.
All my money on it. After all the bones were ordered, I started to fill the farm up to see how much it would make.
And sell it
I also
to
had
you.
a ton of leftover bones, so I just ordered them back to people. Let's go. It looks like it's working. All right, perfect. Now, while the Crimson Farm was running, I sold a bunch of pickaxes, and I also expanded the storage. After I expanded the storage a ton, I realized I had a bunch more bones left in my order, so I just put them in my chest. Oh, and just to point out, I was ordering the Crimson, not selling it. After AFK in the Crimson Farm for a while, I had a really good money-making method idea. I ordered a bunch of observers and a bunch of pistons, and once people would order me both of the items, I would just turn around and sell it on my AH. For some reason, pistons were extremely high in the auction house right now, which for me is amazing, because I just had to order a bunch of them. 250K? Wait, are you serious? That's actually insane. Wait, let me get all of those right now.
So he sold a stack of
And then we have
pistons each for
16 right here, so
250K
I'll fill
each.
these for life. All right, we just made like 120K, which is... That is pretty dog water, I'm not gonna be completely honest. Since the farm was way worse than I thought it was, I just took out all the bone meal and just ordered it back to me.
So this farm, the Crimson farm he made is not even good, bro. I thought Crimson was like so OP. Is it not? I mean, maybe it's only OP if you build like the world's biggest farm ever.
Eaters, and honestly,
bro, I could have sworn that like this was the best way to make money, but if you're just, I guess if you're locked in and manually trying to make money in a shorter amount of time, that's better. But most people just make their money from being AFK because they're not going to play all day.
If I got back up to a mill. Soon enough, I was almost back up to what I started with, and I also moved the enchantment table down and built this little auto XP dispenser thing. I also made a giant...
Why does everyone always build this dumb auto XP machine? Everyone builds this, bro. Like, there are so many trends that just keep happening on Donut SMP. Like, I've never seen this before Donut SMP, but now I've raided bases and teleported you guys for years. Never once saw this in my life. But in the last couple months, I've been seeing these become more and more popular. It's so weird how trends just
move the enchantment table down.
How many hours did he just play in that one recording session? So he's at 27 days and 17 hours playtime. But at the start, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he played 4 hours. In 4 hours, he got 5 mil. And then he has more items in his orders. That's pretty good.
Alright, so we have 6.7 mil right
Why are you guys all typing 6-7?
now. If y'all want to see all the stuff that sold on our auction, just to show y'all, all the stuff is gone. This is all the stuff we sold, so this is how we got an extra, like, 1.6 mil, I think it was, somewhere around there. So pretty much, we almost have enough to get an amethyst pickaxe, which would be awesome, because then we can dig out a big base, and I'm probably going to build a fungus or a bamboo farm. I'm still deciding. I might even do both. So since I was going to go build a new base, I went back to my old one and grabbed literally everything that I had, and I also sold all my repeaters. I literally sold pretty much everything I had at that base, and I was ready to go make a new one. Now, I ended up spending 20 minutes of recording, and I just did not find a spot to build a base, but here's a little time lapse of my money going up from stuff selling on my auction.
What is he even looking for when he's looking to make a base?
I had logged on one time before I started recording this, so it doesn't show the stuff that I sold while I was gone, but I made around 700k from my repeaters. Now, after about 45 minutes of nether traveling and finding the amethyst pickaxe I wanted, I went ahead and started digging out my
Why does he have to go in the nether?
base.
What's the point?
Now, for me, this is around an hour. For you guys, it's around like 5 seconds. Now, this recording is me logging on the second day, and I had sold my pickaxe, so I just bought it back. Bang! Once again, for me, this is like 2 hours of my life down the drain. For you, this is like 5 seconds. After I sold my amethyst pickaxe...
Oh my, this took him 2 hours? Bro, I need to be more appreciative whenever I see people with big bases or big dugout areas. Like, to me, I would teleport to this base. I'm like, oh, nice. It's a nice little average base. He just leaked the coordinates. Go back? No way.
This is like 2 on the second. Me, this is down the drain.
Where?
Like a tree.
Where did he leak the coordinates? And this is only part 1, so his base has probably got found by the time part 2 comes out. Bro.
I then just
what? I don't see
logging on the second day, and I had sold my pickaxe, so I just bought it back. Bang! Once again.
Oh! No way. He actually did show it. Go back. Oh no! I hope he moves this base by the end of it, bro. Oh wait, my face cam's covering it. Oh, you can see it on the right side here. Yeah, someone most definitely found the base by now. Yeah, his episode 2 is not going to be an easy one for him. He's basically going to start from scratch.
I was literally about to log off for the night. I just found out. Look at this. Well, I didn't just now find out. But look at the Bilford, bro. 1 oak log.
1 oak log gives you 8 redstone dust. This is, if you don't know what Bilford is, it's like every 24 hours or every 3 days. I forgot what we set the time to, but every couple days or every once in a while, there'll be a new trade that you can trade. And right now, the trade is you can give 1 oak log and you'll get 8 dust. We're all spamming for me to go to the coordinates, guys. I don't want to go to the coordinates. You know how long it's gonna take for me to get there? What am I gonna go? I'm gonna go there and see just like a graveyard of loot.
And I'm gonna use this Bilford while it's here, so hopefully we can get some money out of that.
Poor kid. Yeah, bro, that really does suck. I mean, yeah, he's probably spent so long in the base. But it wasn't my viewers who found it first. Like, someone else definitely found it first. Because this video has 50,000 views,
After about an hour, also wanted to go out and make a new base, because the coordinates to my old base were kind of trash. Also,
guys, he made a new base. You know what? Forget it. We're not teleporting there, bro.
So this is where I'm building the base. I just can't show you how I got here, because there's some nerds out there that will find where it's at. I'm gonna buy 3 skeleton spawners.
He moved.
All right, and I'm gonna keep these for now.
Okay. Oh, he bought skeleton spawners. Okay. How did he get enough shards for skeleton spawners? Oh, he has media rank, so he gets the free rank.
Right.
So you don't have to be in the AFK area to earn shards.
And
yeah, I will be.
I'm gonna keep these for now.
For a while.
The area I was digging out was 60 by 60, and I was gonna make a massive bamboo farm here. Also, if this video gets enough comments accusing me of cheating, I'll post all of the footage on my second channel of me digging
I 100% believe this guy.
to show that I did it all myself. Oh my gosh, that took way too long. But we finally have a 30 by 30 area dugout. We also got some diamonds, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell you for like 150k. So once I was done digging for the day, I sold my amethyst pickaxe, and the next day I was gonna start working on some bamboo modules. The next day I got on, I started buying all the materials I would need to start working on the bamboo farm. I made a giant order for moss blocks, and since I was spending so much money on the bamboo farm materials, I would buy stacks of repeaters and split them up into stacks of 16, and I was making profit off it. I also made a big order for observers, and
So
honestly,
he's doing bamboo now. Bro, bamboo farms are not good. I'm telling you, they're not.
I don't even
Are they?
where
I mean,
buy
maybe
a
they
stack
are,
of
but I
repeaters
don't think
for,
they are.
200k and sell them in stacks of 16 for 100k and make 200k profit every single time. I also kept digging the area out, waiting for my stuff to sell in auction because I'm extremely broke right now because I just spent all my money on farm materials. I also started working on the floor to my base. Oh, a full shulker of moss blocks for 95k.
Bamboo is
I
good.
thought it was way more expensive.
Much better
that.
than
That's actually
crimson.
not even bad.
Oh, okay.
Alright, this is where the little like thing is gonna be that makes the, you know, like all the redstone stuff. You get it. We should be able to put like, let's just put 2 stacks of
definitely is
blocks in
good.
here, and it should like push back and forth every few seconds. I was also doing the same thing with comparators.
Wait, so what did he just build? What is that?
The redstone stuff. You get it. We should be able to put like,
So what is this? What did he just build here,
let's just
chat?
put 2 stacks of blocks in here, and it should like push back and forth every few seconds. I was also doing the same thing with comparators.
Oh, the timer. A timer to push the pistons, which will break the bamboo. So every once in a while, when all the items fill up, boom, it'll push
That I was doing with
all the bamboo.
repeaters,
Okay.
and it was working really good. Also
I
finished the
see,
flooring
I
of the
see. I
base.
never saw that
Okay,
before.
this one's legitimate. 1.5. This should be all pistons, right? Let me make sure I got the right thing. All right, bet. We're good. After I bought the pistons, I started building some of the bamboo modules. I also bought the last thing I needed, which was a full shulker of iron bars. Kept splitting up comparators and selling them, because honestly, this was making me a lot of money. I also made an order for repeaters just so I could resell them on the auction. All right, the bamboo farm looks like it's worth
Okay.
thing, and I guess I just make more modules, and I need to expand it this way and this way. I also started digging out another 30 by 30 area so I could start building more bamboo modules. I also ended up
Yo,
getting
how
rid
big
of
of
an
a bamboo
entire
farm
other
is he gonna
chunk,
make?
which is huge. After finishing the floor for the second chunk, I started laying out the area where the bamboo modules were gonna go. Filling in all the modules, I stood up in F5 to make sure everything was working, and it looked good. After building those bamboo modules, I started mining out my next chunk. I got done with this one pretty quick because there wasn't a whole lot left to mine out. After filling in the floor from the third chunk, I started working on more bamboo modules. I also started working on this auto crafter so I could turn my bamboo into bamboo blocks to get more money.
Bamboo blocks, yes, sir.
After I finally got done with all the water flow, I made this bubble elevator so all the bamboo could get up here. Now that the autocrafter was finished, it was time to start working on more bamboo modules. As I was continuing to build bamboo modules, my amethyst pickaxe sold. Once I was done finishing up the bamboo modules I wanted to have done by today, I started making a redstone clock so our autocrafters could actually work. I was still reselling comparators and repeaters, by the way. I was getting ready to AFK overnight, so I started expanding my storage system. I just woke up. I'm very happy that our base is not raided. The bamboo farm has been running.
Okay, so I want to see how much money he made from this small of a bamboo farm. I mean, it's pretty big, but I feel like he's gonna make it way taller. But just from the beginning, how much money did he make
It's only in these modules. Just take
overnight?
that in mind. It's only 20 modules. Yo! I just look at our bow. I just didn't even see that. Holy!
Bro, he left last night with $9 million, right? He sold all his repeaters. Yeah, look at that. People were buying his redstone comparators. Oh wait, no, yeah, he was selling redstone comparators for 125k.
Crap! Did all of our stuff sell? We have one repeater
Okay, so yeah, pretty much everything sold.
on there. Here's our auction transitions, guys.
All right, but
Oh,
I want to see how much
literally
he makes
all
from the
our stuff
bamboo.
sold. Oh, and I kept selling repeaters and comparators in the auction. I also went to spawn and decided to get some armor for my keyhole crates.
I hope you're having a good day, because I wasn't. I've been digging for 6 hours. Yeah! 6 hours? It does not take 6 hours to mine this. There's no way. Am I going crazy, or does it actually take 6 hours? I feel like it would only take like 1 hour max.
Digging the final chunk out, I started laying
It
all the
actually
flooring
does
in.
take that long? What?
Alright, I just got done mining out this whole area. I'm gonna build a bunch of bamboo
Wait, and he didn't even sell the bamboo on screen, bro. We don't even know how much he got.
farms. We might build a shulker loader over here, and I'm gonna extend the whole area out this way, but not anytime soon. I gotta stack these up first.
Why so many netherite blocks? It's a texture pack. Because people there's two different types of texture packs people use to not leak their base. One of them is netherite blocks, because people can find your base location based on how each block is rotated. And people can calculate this block's rotated that way, that block's rotated that way, and that block's rotated that way. So that means the only coordinates it could be at are blah, 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 blah. So they'll fly to your base and grief it. But these netherite blocks, they don't have a rotation, I don't think. But yeah, people use netherite blocks to not have their blocks rotated. But there's other texture packs that just make it so that the regular blocks that are already there don't get rotated. So the netherite block texture pack is kind of dumb. I feel like you can just make it all deep slate instead of netherite blocks. Or just make it all stone.
Alright guys, we got a decent amount of the farm done. Obviously these modules aren't working yet, but all of them are like placed where they're supposed to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and AFK. Alright, I'm done AFKing. I only AFK'd for like 20 minutes. Okay, that is better than I thought. Alright, I'll take it. Alright, everything should be good. I'll add an extra comparator here just to make sure. Alright. Here it goes. Oh my gosh, that was so satisfying. Now that I was done with the entire first layer, it was time to start stacking them. I also started working on the walls just so it wasn't netherite blocks. Alright, I've been perfectly AFKing for exactly 20 minutes, so I'm gonna see how much this bamboo farm made. Almost 2 rows, so how much is this? That order, by the way. So in 20 minutes, we made 120k.
Oh, wait, every 20 minutes it gets 120k. Just from AFKing, and it's only 1 layer right now.
So if we times that by 3, we'll be making 360k as our hourly rate.
Okay. You don't even have to refill it with bone meal or anything. This is just a fully AFK farm.
That is pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna sell some comparators.
Okay. Is that good, y'all?
After buying an amethyst pickaxe, I went back to doing my favorite thing again. I've been doing this for 8 hours. Also, this is the area I wanted to dig out again where I was gonna build my other bamboo farms, but yeah, this was not happening anytime soon.
He's digging out an even bigger
Guys,
area?
I just woke up, and we have a slight problem. I didn't even think the bamboo farm was going to overload.
He has too much bamboo, it's full.
I don't know when it overloaded, but it literally just did not go into storage, apparently.
Ah, bro. Okay, he probably lost so much money from that, but... Or he like, missed out on making a lot of money. So he needs shulker loaders now to fill up all the bamboo blocks into shulkers, or just needs to put way more chests.
Right, that's the important thing. I also bought an amethyst pickaxe.
Cofanto elefante.
Oh my gosh. Cocofanto elefanto.
Alright.
I heard it. I heard it.
What is that? I dug a small area out and filled it up with
Steal a
moss.
brain rot in
After it was
Roblox,
all
bro.
finished, I sold my amethyst pickaxe. After I moved the entire autocrafter back, which took around 45 minutes, I started making this tube that would transport it from the autocrafter to the shulker loader. I ended up making both of the tubes to make it look fancy and the shulker loader, but there was a huge problem. You see, while I was AFKing, it couldn't render in the shulker loader and the autocrafter at the same time because they were too far away.
He can't load enough... The chunks... He was not loading enough chunks where he was standing, so when he went AFK, the shulker loader wasn't even, like, running.
So I had to break down all the tubes, expand the area on the other side, and make an entire another shulker loader where the autocrafter was.
Bro, I wish the render distance was higher on Donut SMP, because, like, stuff like that is so annoying. In vanilla, it would fully all load, right? Whatever you can see would load. Bro, but oh! It's so expensive to raise the render distance. Like, you have no idea how expensive it is. I don't know. I just wish it wasn't. If Minecraft servers were free, that would be so amazing, bro.
For 3 hours of my life,
like it is on Roblox. Oh, that'd be so amazing.
It was finally done. Also, I accidentally edited these recordings backwards. So the reason I gained around 3 mil earlier in the video was just from AFKing my bamboo farm and a little bit of selling stuff on auction. I also ended up making another bamboo layer if that wasn't obvious enough by now, and expanding my area a little bit. But anyway, sorry about that. Alright guys, I haven't built another like bamboo module in a while because I've been working on these shulker loaders and stuff, which has taken way too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the 4th layer.
Dang, this looks nice. It's looking really nice with the glass and everything. Dang. What do y'all think? Y'all like it?
Also, I just want to clarify, making one single layer to these bamboo farms may look easy on the video, but this takes about an hour and a half just for one of them. Alright, I've been AFKing for, honestly, a decent while. It's been around 2.5 hours, or maybe 3 hours. Honestly, it might have been 4, but this is all the stuff. It's actually making decent amount. All right, so this is the total amount of bamboo. This is all bamboo blocks of shulkers. So let's see how much we make from this. 3.3 mil. I will happily take
bro.
that. I will happily take
Nice.
that. I thought it was gonna be like maybe 2 mil. Now, since the bamboo farm seemed to be finally working perfectly and how it should, it was time to make it look a little nicer, so I added some moss around the walls. As I was putting moss on the other side of the wall, I realized I could maybe fit one more bamboo module in here, and it worked perfectly. After I was done using all the moss, I started ordering some of my bones. Now with all the walls placed in, this is what the farm looks like.
Look at that. Yo, that looks nice. I like
in
that.
my opinion, this looks way nicer. And before I went to bed that day, I sold some more repeaters and was ready to wake up and check my profits. Alright, I have been AFKing for the entire night. It's been around 9 hours, so I'm gonna see how much this thing is made. It looks like our mini little, like, auto sorter kind of worked, and see how much it is. I don't know what I'm expecting.
That's a lot.
Oh.
So wait, did he just say AFK'd it overnight? Yeah, he's definitely making it to 25 mil for episode 1. Oh, you guys can even see the title. This video is him only making it to 25 mil. Yeah, he definitely is passing 25 mil for sure.
Wait. Dude, there's an entire double chest? Are you serious? Auction transactions, if anybody wants to see. I think some of our stuff sold. Yeah, I just flipped some random stuff. 6.59 mil?
Dang.
Dang!
And he's about
What
to
is it
pass.
Dude, it is so close. It is so close.
He's about to get
Since I was
25
getting
mil.
so close to the 25 mil goal, I started selling stuff on my auction that I already had. And after a little bit of more selling and auction flipping, I had finally done it. 25 million.
Dang, bro. And so, okay, he's at 31 days playtime. What was he at before? 27. So it took him 4 days of playing and AFKing to get to 25 mil. And this series is from 0 to 1 billion series. Dude, $1 billion. There's no way that seems possible, bro. I don't know what you're gonna have. Bro, you're gonna need to make an elytra farm or a netherite block farm for that, bro. I don't know how he's gonna do it.
5 million.
I want to see part 2 so bad.
We actually
This is a
did
fire
it.
video.
We still got a long ways to go, though, guys. I guess I'll see y'all on Bell Top. From having nothing on the donut SMP to building insanely huge farms and finding insane money
Part
making
2,
methods that
baby.
nobody knows about. Dude, it is actually working. This is episode 2 of how I'll be going from 0 to $1 billion from the donut SMP. So grab your popcorn and snacks because in this episode I'll be going from 25 million all the way up to 100. So no
W.
further ado, let's get into the video. So just in case you didn't watch episode 1, we left off with 11 skeleton spawners, a 240 module bamboo farm, and obviously 25 million. Ever since the last video I've been AFKing the whole time, so we have a full double chest of bamboo blocks. But I'm not gonna sell them right now.
A full double chest of bamboo blocks.
And since I had been AFKing for so long, I was able to buy 2 more skeleton spawners. Oh, and I ordered $14 million worth of observers, and you'll see why I did that later.
Okay, so he went down from 25 mil. Now he's down 14 mil. I don't know what the math is on that. 11 mil.
I also went ahead and built
So he spent all his money on observers. Why does he need $14 million of observers?
another layer of the bamboo farm.
He's at no, he's at 11 mil. Okay, he's making another layer. That's good.
Alright, it is all finished up. It should be working perfectly now. The bamboo prices also went to a good price, so I went ahead and sold them. Alright, in total, we made around 10 mil. I'll take it. Yep.
10 mil for a double chest of
10
bamboo
mil.
blocks.
Nice.
Wow.
It's pretty good. Okay, I have been AFKing for an extremely long time. I'm talking like probably 16 hours, so our bamboo farm probably made a lot of money. And also, I placed the skellies down, so I'm gonna go ahead and order the bones first.
Oh, he just sells his bones
Okay,
right away.
I'm gonna be honest. I made a lot more money than I thought I was going to because we only have like what, 13 skellies. But yeah, that was not bad. We made like 1.5 mil. Okay, double chests. All right, that's the thing. I think I'm actually gonna save the bamboo because sometimes the orders go up to like $106, and this is actually really low right now. Okay, I have been AFKing for an insane amount of time. Okay, pause. Before we move on, I just want to explain something. Right as I was done recording the first episode, I started editing it down, and this took a few days. So keep in mind, those few days, I was AFKing the entire time. So yes, we gained a lot of money early on, but it's gonna start getting a lot harder. I ordered all those observers, yeah, so all of those observers orders are completed. Hopefully the bamboo blocks are high orders right now. 107, amazing. All right, let's see how much we got. Okay, 1 double chest.
So his whole life is just selling bamboo blocks all day.
That is
from shulker boxes.
Yo, that is insane. Okay, there's no way. Okay, yeah, it's just 1. All right, I don't know how much we're about to make from this, but we start after 24 mil, so let's see.
Okay, now he has 2 double chests being sold.
Okay, we made around a total of like 22 million.
Yo!
All right, we just made.
He's just easy
250
living now. He doesn't even have to grow his farm. He can just sit here until $1 billion. But it's probably, maybe he'll get raided though. If he gets raided, that's not good, bro. Maybe he should expand the farm like before he gets raided.
50K off the bones. Honestly, that is pretty solid. Now, something did happen that I'm kind of an idiot for. Let me show y'all. So basically, last night I forgot to turn this thing on. So all the shulkers were piling up in these hoppers pretty much. And then there wasn't enough room for them, so they started despawning. We lost a lot of money, but I think we have...
Bless you, thank you.
Yeah, we almost have a full double chest, but we did lose a lot of money, which kind of sucks. I'm actually going to go ahead and start selling some of the observers.
What? Wait, what?
I was selling
So he bought observers just to sell them? I don't get it. Why did he buy the
a
observers?
stack of observers for about 125k. And if you remember, we were ordering observers for $700 each. And if you times 700 times 64, which is a complete stack, it's only $45,000. So for each stack of observers I'm selling, I'm making over 60k profit. And keep in mind, we ordered a
he's just making
ton of
profit.
observers.
Oh.
After I was done selling some observers, I went ahead and ordered some bamboo I had.
All right, everything is ordering, and we made... All right, we made around a little over 8 mil. That is pretty solid. I'll take that.
Okay,
now,
wow.
there is one thing I want
Reselling.
to try. I'm pretty trash at PvP, but I want to go and try to do a duel. So I'm going to buy the stuff I need to do a duel and see if we can make some money off of getting some kits. All right, I think we got everything we need.
2
I'm
shields.
pretty trash at PvP, but...
Wait, let me see his inventory again.
Hits.
Okay. He only has 3 stacks of pearls. That is really low. He has no pickaxe. Only 2 stacks of XP. I hope he has some more XP in here. I mean, he can do well against some trash players in this kit.
All right, I think we got everything we need. I'm pretty trash at PvP, but yeah, we spent like 2 mil on this, so hopefully we can make some money from these gears. Servers are selling, but here we go. This guy might not even have gear now that I think about it, but we're about to see.
Wait, let me move my camera so you guys can see. Sets lost versus sets gained. Let's see. I feel like he's about to die. I can already see it. No, don't die, bro. Oh my, he took off his totem. That's so bad.
Did I actually just take my freaking totem off? Are you serious? A true gambler never quits. I just spent another 3 mil.
Oh,
Milo
no.
the foot, 52% win rate.
Come on, bro. Yes!
Let's go! Doggone! Give me that!
I only ended up getting 2 pieces of gear because other stuff burned.
Okay, he has a 70% win rate. Holy crap. Bushwhack. All right, let's see what this guy has. Let's go, let's go. Don't let it burn. Let's go, bro.
You won.
We got it again. Our helmet broke, though.
Oh,
Let's go. This guy, this guy's freaking trash. Oh my gosh, another gear set. This is actually going so well.
Seeing that I kept wanting
Nice.
more and more gear sets, I kept playing.
I'm just a controller player, so please go easy. Yo, this guy's on controller. I'm about to smoke him.
Oh, he almost died too.
Okay, we won.
Turns out the next guy I was facing was actually streaming at the time. He then asked if I could promote his stream, so I did the most logical thing I could.
Oh my god, bro, I feel so bad for him.
Just
Okay,
want to say
he's
I
doing
don't
well.
feel bad for him, and I hope he loses his next duel.
What the heck?
I'm dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
you lost
okay.
everything.
All right, GG's, bro. All right, we just lost, but I guess that's
Is
all
he
right.
bad?
We won a bunch of gear sets, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. All right, we have a bunch of gear now, so it's time to sell all of it. All right, everything is all repaired, and let's see how much we can sell this for. Blast Protection 4, we can sell these for 320k each. That is pretty good.
Now that I had listed all the gear, I was realizing how expensive it actually is. So I decided to order a bunch of diamonds and the stuff I need to make the gear, so then I can just resell it. And I ended up spending around 4 to 5 mil on this. I then got the diamonds from my order and started
So
making
he's
diamond
enchanting
helmets.
more
After
gear.
a bit of
Okay.
AFKing, most of the books we needed were finally ordered. Oh, just in case you're wondering, every helmet has Prot 4 on Breaking 3 and Mending on it. And as I was enchanting, the helmets were also selling at the same time. Overall, this money-making method is pretty good. It just takes a crap ton of time to do and is extremely boring.
All right, we have an auction full of helmets. Now we just pretty much just gotta wait for them to sell.
Remember when we
Oh
ordered
my-
observers for $700 each? Well, look at the prices on them now. Since they went up
Oh.
so much more than we ordered them for, we can literally just resell them on orders.
Okay, that was a smart investment, bro. I thought he was gonna
there we
place
go.
all the
We
observers.
just made around 6 mil. I'll take it.
I also had a decent amount of observers left, so I just started selling them on auction. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, I really appreciate it if you
Yes.
subscribed. Oh, and if we get
Subscribe to this
1,000 likes
guy.
on this video, I'll spend 1,000 days in Dr. Donut's walls.
There we go. Our short
I didn't agree to that. If he gets 1,000 likes, he's gonna spend 1,000 days in my walls. Also, what was that picture of me?
Oh, and if we get 1,000 likes on this video, I'll spend 1,000 days in Dr. Donut's walls.
There we go. Our sugar boxes are already selling. We're already up to 61 million, which is pretty solid. Alright, I've been AFKing and letting my helmets and
Everyone
stuff sell,
like-
and oh my gosh, they all sold, and yeah, I actually made a decent amount of profit from this, so I don't regret doing this at all. Alright, all of them are sold. We made around 7 mil from that. That is actually kind of crazy. Alright, I am back. I have not recorded in a very long time. I've been AFKing this
74
bamboo
mil.
farm for like, honestly, it's probably been around like maybe 9 hours, 10 hours. I'm not sure how long. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to make a crimson farm since we have 16 skeleton spawners. Also, if you look at our bow, everything on our auction sold. All of those helmets sold, which honestly, I don't regret doing
How
that.
much is he selling them for? 285K. Whoa. I could have sworn they were like 150K. Did they go up?
Method at all. And also, some of these observers, full showcase of observers, sold as well.
After buying an amethyst pickaxe, it was time to go be a digger. Also, as I'm digging this area out, it's time for a mini Q&A. Is this picture of Dr. Donut A, real, or B, fake?
This one is real. Like, not the lightning from the eyes, but yeah, my body, this is real. Thank you. I don't know how to say your name. Thank you for the sub, bro.
If you said A, you're correct. After I was done
What?
digging the area out, I started buying the materials I was going to need for the Crimson Farm. After I had everything I needed for the farm, it was time to start working on it.
He probably said it was fake because the lightning eyes. If you made it this far, comment in the comments. Comment
After a
W
few
edit.
more things, the Crimson Farm was just about
Alright.
done, and now we have to build the auto sorter and the shulker loader. I placed down our 16 skeleton spawners to start generating bones for our farm, and I also bought 3 more from the shard shop. I also bought an amethyst pickaxe and started digging out the area a little more, just to make sure we had enough room for the auto sorter and the shulker loader. And after a while of digging, we even upgraded our block cell multiplier. Once I felt like I
Yes,
had enough
bro.
area to
I want to see him grow his bamboo farm to be massive.
dig out, I sold my amethyst pickaxe and started buying the materials I was going to need for the shulker loader and auto sorter. I also made this one module, this auto sorter, just to make sure the one I was going to build was actually going to work. After I knew that it was working, I started working on the shulker loader. Instead of just making the auto sorter how I was originally going to do it, I decided I might as well just stack the auto sorter right on top of the shulker loader to see if that worked. Also, I had to break some of the shulker loader down to rewire some of the hoppers, because I wanted to organize the shulkers of the different things the Crimson Farm
Oh wait, he's making a crimson farm now. I didn't even realize that.
produced. But before I did that, I started working on the auto sorter. After I was done with the auto sorter, I fully repaired the shulker loader, and this thing was just living off of hopes and dreams, honestly. Also, as I'm building this bubble elevator, I just want to say thank you so much for all the support on my last video. I mean, it got over 100,000 views, which is
Dude, this guy's the GOAT. He got really popular off the series.
actually insane. And on top of that, Dr. Donut himself even watched it, which is just crazy. So thank you so much for this. I really appreciate that.
W's in the chat for this guy. How many subs did he have the first time I watched this? How many does he have now? 13K. I don't even know how many he
After
had
building the
before.
bubble elevator and wiring everything up, I dropped some bones into it and even made a little spot where I can put my skeleton spawner so it's easier to get the bones up there. And everything seemed to be working pretty good.
So I'm gonna AFK until this thing is done, like producing and using all the bones, and we'll see if it's working or not. Okay, this farm is just, I don't think it's working right now because there's not many bones in there. So I think I need to put more bone meal in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy and order some bones.
Where even is
I
the
spent
crimson farm?
365k on a bone order and it immediately filled up.
345.
He still has to make the
Now,
crimson
we're definitely
farm.
gonna lose money from this, but okay, that was quick. I rewired the redstone clock to the auto crafters because for some reason it was ticking extremely slowly. After I had added a few more bones and rewired the clock, it produced its first shulker, so that's how I knew it was working.
Wait, he built
Alright,
it?
but I'm gonna go ahead and
Oh,
AFK.
that's it right there. Okay, that's the crimson farm. Go back. Okay, this is the crimson farm. It's only 2 layers. I feel like there's no way this is as good as this bamboo, right?
Alright, I have been AFKing for a really long time. I did mess with some of the redstone on the Crimson Farm to make sure everything was working properly. Let's go and order this.
Oh, he did get a lot. Okay.
Okay, we made around 400k.
The whole time I had been AFKing and building the Crimson Farm, the bamboo was also piling up.
everything is ordered, and in total we made around 13 million. That's pretty solid. Now that seems really good, but we still have 14 million dollars to go, which that's kind of a lot. Bro, I'm still recording. Alright, I have been AFKing for an extremely long time. All the bamboo has been building up, so we should be able to get 100 million with this last sell. Also, the Crimson Farm still ran for an extremely long time and did end up filling this entire chest up.
Yeah, I want to know what's better, his bamboo or his Crimson Farm. Definitely the bamboo, right?
I'm just gonna slash sell the rest so we can get our sell multiplier up as well. Alright, let's see how much we make from this bamboo farm.
And then the bamboo, yeah, this is where the big money's in. Because this bamboo's farm is massive. Oh,
yo, let's go!
Alright, this is W part 2.
I'm gonna be honest, that was not really that hard, but going to 250 million is definitely gonna be really hard.
Alright, bet. I'm excited for episode 3.
$1 billion. The amount of money that would take the average donut SMP player months or even years of grinding to even get close to. But in this series, we work our way up to $1 billion, all completely solo. So with no further more, let's get into the video.
Let's get right into the video. Yes, sir. Why are you guys making fun of my intro? Like, I feel like it's...
So just in case you
I feel like the intro is clean. Like, I feel like it makes it seem like I'm an actual YouTuber now instead of just a streamer. What do you guys think?
Watch the last video. We left off with 20 skeleton spawners and a 300 module bamboo farm, and yeah, 100 million. Now this 100 million is good and all, and so is this giant bamboo farm, but this thing is not going to carry us to a bill. So what we're doing in today's episode is we're actually going to go out and make a ginormous...
You know what I'm surprised about? He's been recording this series for so long. How has his base not gotten rated yet? Like, that's fire. That hasn't.
So I'm going to go ahead and start looking for some base cords. After getting a helmet from spawn and buying a pickaxe, because for some reason my pickaxe in the last episode had just disappeared or something. I have no idea where that thing went. One thing that's really annoying about getting good cords in the nether is that when you go back through the nether portal to go in the overworld, you never know what region you're going to be in. So sometimes I would be in an EU server, which is not ideal ping for me. I ended up getting literally nothing but EU, so I just decided to give up on making a new base for now and just AFK my base.
Yo, baseball moments for the $2. Thank you, bro.
I think it's been around like 2 hours. I'm not even sure. Maybe like an hour and a half, something like that. Alright, 2.28 mil. I'll take it. Now, technically, we didn't even really make any money because we did have to take a loss on M's pickaxe by $1 million.
Wait, so what's he doing in this episode?
All right, we were about to go make a big Crimson farm. I did accidentally not record.
Oh, he's making a new farm. Why? Why wouldn't he just make this base bigger?
But we just basically mined out an area. That was it. All right, so this is the area we mined out. Sorry, I didn't record it. It's nothing even big, anyways. But yeah, we got these shulker boxes of moss. This is where we got the moss. After buying the farm materials, it was time to start working on the farm. Alright, I've been AFKing overnight. Okay, full double chest is pretty solid. 5.7 million. Another 5.7 million. Alright, perfect. We made about like $13 million from that, which is honestly pretty good.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so
disclaimer, what in the world was that?
We made about like $13 million from that, which is honestly pretty good.
Disclaimer, I didn't actually forget to start recording when making the Crimson Farm or digging out the area. My PC was running out of storage, so I didn't have enough disk space to record anymore. I realized this after digging out the area out and making the Crimson Farm. This is why it's not in the that's why it's not in the sorry about that. What?
I was tickling my little bro feet earlier, and my mom said stop, wait till he's born.
Sadly, earlier, the recording bugged. I just made one module. Thank God I didn't make a bunch more. Okay, you're probably wondering how in the world is this thing gonna get me to a build? Well, basically my plan was to just build a bunch of these small little modules. Also, we have 20 skeleton spawners, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put them down while we're waiting. And we can also buy 2 more, which is nice. Put those down. I also didn't want to waste money on farm materials, so I went back to my bamboo farm to just search through the random piles of junk I had just to see if I could use anything from there.
Thank you, the real monkey with the prime sub. Thank you so much.
It's time to start working on the second module. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. It's free and it helps me out a ton. Now,
enjoying the video? What has he even done so far? He dug out an area? Bro, I don't enjoy the video so far because nothing's even happened.
The second module of the Crimson Farm.
Actually, no, you know what? I don't even know why I said that, because I actually am enjoying the video. It's cool to see the progress. Okay, so now we're seeing the actual progress. Okay, so he's gonna he's building a bunch of these little farms.
Now that I was done with 2
and it should get him to $1 billion apparently.
On some of the walls for the base. But before we continue with the video, are you looking for a new server to grind? Well, welcome to the brand new and pour it on screen, and I promise you, you won't regret it. After making the walls to my base and wiring up some of the hoppers to the bone storage. Okay, this looks really weird, but basically what I'm gonna do is just build a layer just like this, and then I'm just gonna get a fungus farm and just build it right on top of this little like platform.
Okay, now he's building multiple layers of the same farm. Fire.
I think instead of actually making this layer with the glass, I think I'm gonna do it with moss. I feel like that would look better. Alright, this kind of just looks odd, but this definitely looks a lot better than that glass in my opinion. After I was done with the third Crimson module, I just went ahead and ordered some bones for cheap so we would have them when we need them. Alright, I'm gonna order $1.4 million worth of bones. I'm ordering for a low price, so it's not gonna complete instantly, but it's probably gonna take a while, so I'm just gonna go ahead and place it now. By the way, if you ever see my money go down a little bit, that's probably just from buying farm materials. I need to go ahead and make the auto crafter for the bones, so I'm gonna go ahead and start filling all in this flooring. Now that we had bought the materials and the floor was done, it was time to start working on the auto crafters. Now, this was actually really easy because we only needed one since we don't have a whole lot of skeleton spawners. Yo, why are these things so expensive? I'm gonna buy 2 stacks and actually split them up. As I was making the auto crafter, some of the crafters that I had listed were actually selling. After I was done making the auto crafter, it was time to wire everything up, and oh my gosh, this was the worst time of playing Minecraft in my life, bro. I hate doing this. After I had wired it up, I went ahead and AFK my bamboo farm.
So how is he AFKing multiple farms at once? I don't understand that.
From our bamboo farm.
Because if he built his Crimson farm super far away, how is he gonna AFK his bamboo farm and the Crimson farm at the same time? It doesn't make sense.
AFKing for about like 3 or 4 hours. Pretty good. We made around 5.6 million. That is not bad at all. I will gladly take that. I bought an amethyst pickaxe and started mining out the area where I was going to build a shulker loader and auto sorter for the Crimson farm. After all the area was cleared out, I started working on the shulker loader. After I was done with the first module, which also has an auto sorter on top of it, I found out it completely didn't work. So now I had to tear the whole thing down and make another one.
But
Alright, the whole thing is finished. And yeah, basically we just have to make a bunch more of these. Like probably 2, 3
Oh my, this
more
base
of them.
is massive.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get up for the night. But I'm gonna AFK my bamboo farm overnight. And yeah, tomorrow we'll start working on more of this Crimson farm. Okay, I accidentally didn't record, but basically what happened is I sold my bamboo and we made 8 million. It was a full double chest, and oh, there's one more in there. All right, I'm back from a bunch of AFKing, and yeah, let's see how much our bamboo farm made. I think that's pretty good. 5 mil. Oh my gosh, bro, I left the spawners up there last time. I forgot I did that. I should not have done that. We had like 20, right? Okay, thank God. I definitely should have put that in my chest, but hey. At least they're not rated. Speaking of spawners, I'm gonna go ahead and buy 2 more. I was ready to go ahead and build some more shulker loader modules, but first I needed to order some shulker boxes so that it actually could work. Okay, one thing that I'm seeing right here is if y'all remember in the last video what we did with repeaters, we can actually do that with droppers in this case. So after reselling some droppers, fixing up the shulker loaders, and adding a few shulker boxes into our order to the farm, they were almost all done. Alright, it's all done. It's definitely not the craziest storage ever, but it's just a small farm. It's not anything crazy. I don't expect this Crimson farm to even make a lot, so this
With a shulker loader, you don't even need that big of a storage.
After wiring up a little bit of the farm, I wanted to start working on the next Crimson module. Did I actually just build this entire thing wrong? Alright, everything should be...
Yo, Crawl George, Crawl Garage. Thank you so much for the donation. I never teleport to donators because it's kind of unfair. And the more I teleport to donators, the more people donate asking for me to TP, and it eventually gets to a point where there's too many people donating, and I won't be able to get to everybody who is donating to teleport to them, so I don't even teleport to a single person. Thank you so much for the donation, but I'm not going to teleport to you. I'm going to go ahead and AFK this. I don't think this was a very good decision to even make this farm. Alright guys, I've been AFKing for just a slight bit. I had been AFKing for 15 hours. I don't know why I said slight bit. It's much more than a slight bit. We barely even AFK'd the bamboo farm. It was mainly just the shard area. What I want to do right now though is go make a skeleton spawner base, so basically I can just drop bones to a shulker loader and then order them to people for money. After about 30 minutes of looking for the place where I was going to build my base at, I bought so he's making another base?
14 million and started mining away. I went back to my Crimson farm to get some shulkers and materials so I could start working on the roof of my base. After a little area was dug out, which only took about 30 minutes by the way, I started filling in the flooring, and then when I went to go get off, something bad happened. Alright, I am back. Something bad did happen though. I accidentally forgot to sell my amethyst pickaxe, so I actually just now sold it like a few minutes ago. After taking a loss of about 4 mil from that pickaxe incident, I started working on the walls to my base. Alright, this is the area we need. It's really small. I want it to be small though because it's going to be harder for people to find it if it's smaller. So after building some of the storage, it was time to start working on the shulker loaders.
I think I would love to do this one day.
Design is really easy and actually
like
very efficient.
myself?
I was also pretty much building them layer by layer, so I had all of them done at the same time. Wait, We're already 8 minutes into the video, and I've only gained 15 million so far. You're probably wondering, what am I even gonna do for the rest of the 130 million? Well, I'm not gonna spoil it just yet, but I'll tell you that it wasn't AFK. And no, it's not the skeleton spawner base. All right, all 4 of the shulker loaders should be done. I just have to put the shulkers in these chests and then wire up the water flow thing. Before I did this though, I made a
baseball moments for the $10. Thank you. Donut, I am Crawl Garage. I would like you to rate my base and TP. Okay, well, you just wasted your money donating then, because I'm not TPing to you, bro.
redstone
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, but, bro, why would you ask TP? I feel bad.
in these chests and then wire up the water flow thing. Before I did this though, I made a redstone clock so it would shoot the shulkers out of the dropper into the storage system. So after dropping some of my orders and filling up the chest with shulkers, it was just about done. We can also buy a bunch more skeleton spawners, so let me do that real quick. 5. And we're really close to getting 6. Alright, that's pretty good. Now after everything was finished up, it was time to do something that you might not have expected. It was time to try and sell my bamboo farm. But before I did this, I did AFK my skellies for about an hour.
What was that? What was that? Why was there a picture of me? What was that?
Sell
what is this?
my bamboo farm.
What?
But before I did this, I did AFK my skellies for about an hour.
Why was that in the video?
I've been AFKing for a decent amount of time. We have enough shards to buy another skeleton spawner, and I think
why was that in the video?
I don't know how much bones it's made, but we're about to drop them all in. So after a little bit of searching through my Discord server, which you can join and link in the description, I found the guy that wanted to buy the farm, and his name was Waffles. You see, Waffles wasn't paying me with money. He was actually giving me items.
Alright, here you go.
Wait, what?
Yo,
what just happened? Why is this guy giving him free loot?
Look at this guy. He's media abusing, man. I would never pay that stuff for a bamboo farm.
The whole point of this challenge is for me not just to make a bill, but make a bill how literally anyone on the server could.
Oh, he's selling his base to that guy.
So let me break down the prices of these items. First thing he gave me was 32 netherite ingots. Each netherite ingot at the time of recording was 3 mil each, so this is about $96 million. Also gave me 20 skellies, which at the time of recording was about $2 million each, so that equaled up to about a 40 mil. So the grand total was about 136 million. And since the base that I sold him makes $2 million an hour, he would only have to AFK for 3 days straight and make his money back. I personally thought this was a really fair deal, and hopefully you guys think the same. He originally offered me 120 skeleton spawners and 64 netherite ingots, but I declined that offer because I felt like that would have been unfair. I also did not care about this Crimson Farm base whatsoever, so I asked if he wanted to buy it for just simply 1 netherite ingot, which is 3 mil, and he took it. After he bought both of the bases,
why would he sell his Crimson Farm that he just made for 1 mil? Are you serious?
I mined up the random shulker boxes of loot I had at the bamboo farm, just so I could go through and sell the random stuff.
I mean, not for 1 mil, for 1 ingot.
20 extra skeleton spawners, which is not bad at
1
all.
ingot? Really?
Alright, and then it should end up down here.
Okay, so now he only has 1 base. The 1 base he has is his shulker automatic bone loader.
And it's 2 shulker boxes, and they should all be full of bones. Alright, 250k for only 2 shulker.
So now his money-making method is just selling bones.
80K.
Oh.
Alright, we have 51 skellies now. He couldn't give us any money, so we're gonna have to sell these netherite ingots off. I listed most of the ingots just 1 ingot at a time, but I also listed a few netherite blocks just to see if those would sell as well. The netherite ingots were actually selling pretty good, so I just started selling a bunch of random stuff I had in my shulker boxes from the bamboo farm. Most of this stuff consisted of autocrafters, hoppers, comparators, and honestly just a bunch of random farm materials. Alright, hopefully they'll sell like immediately, because I don't want to hold on them to the investments, because if Donut expands the nether, bro, those things are gonna go so low. Okay, people are actually buying the ingots though.
Somebody with why did somebody with the name Dr. Donut 877 hit whatever. Yeah, somebody named Dr. Donut bought his stuff, and like my name's Dr. Donut, so I thought I'd point that out.
Which is good. It's kind of funny, I've had these same 2 items in my e-chest since the beginning of the entire series. Alright, I've been AFKing for about 20 minutes. Our POW has gone up an insane amount. Let me show you all the auction transactions just so y'all know. Nobody bought our netherite blocks though. But this is everything if y'all want to read these. But what I think I'm gonna do is the netherite ingots actually sell very quickly. So I'm just gonna turn these blocks into ingots and then just sell them individually. Alright, all the ingots are listed. I really hope these sell. I mean, they sell pretty quick, so I'm not really worried at all. But yeah, let's go ahead and dump our bones in. I don't know how much bones it's made. It looks like it made, hopefully, maybe 2 pages. Okay, 1.5. I mean, we're only AFKing for like 30 minutes maybe, so. If all the stuff on our auction sells, we'll be at around 225 million. We have to make 25 million by ourselves. I think what I'm gonna go ahead and try to do right now is make a glow lichen farm, just to see if it'll.
He's making another new farm, a glow lichen farm? Yo, do not make a glow lichen farm. That sounds horrible.
I'm sure most of you have never even heard of this farm, but basically a dispenser bone meals glow lichen, and then if there's stone around the dispenser, it will actually like spread the glow lichen kind of. It's a weird farm, but it is pretty good. So after
I've never
wiring up
even
some
heard of that
redstone and
farm.
buying some shears, I tested if the farm worked. Now the farm was decent for now, but I decided to make it a little different later on. If this can actually sell for a stack for 65k, then this is huge profit. Okay, we might want to get some maxed out shears like this. Yo, we're about to hit 200 million, bro. Holy. After getting a better pair of shears, I made the farm a little more efficient, and we also hit 200 mil from our nether ingots. If they sell, we make huge money back. If they don't,
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I think he should have just
after
kept
some more of our
his
stuff on
farms.
the auction sold, I had a really random idea. What if you made a snow farm? I have an order for bones for some reason. I don't remember. Oh yeah, we ordered this a long time ago for that Crimson farm. I never used them. I guess I'll just dump them in here and order them back to people. Okay, this one's pro. That is an expensive shovel, but I guess we'll buy it. We don't really have another choice. Finally done with the snow farm, and yeah, overall it was a horrible decision, and it makes literally no money because nobody wants to buy it, and nobody wants to work.
Okay, so
After
don't make a
dropping some more
snow
bones
farm.
into the shulker loader, I went
Noted.
down to go order the bones to people, and we made about 1 mil. Oh, somebody actually bought the
You
glow
look
light.
special, not in a good way.
I'm gonna AFK these skeletons
Why
for
would
about
you even
20
type
minutes
that,
just
bro?
to see like what the rate is on how much bones this thing actually produces, and yeah, I'll times that by the amount they're ordering for, and we'll see how much money these skellies make an hour. And yeah, I'm gonna just go think of some money making ideas that I could do because I don't know what else to do right now. Right, I am back. I've been AFKing for about I think it's been around 2 hours. So there is 12,000 bones in here, and we can do 12,000 times the average order is probably around $70. So we made $840,000 in 2 hours. So that means we make around 420k an hour with 50 skellies.
Bro, that's trash. He makes way less money now. He should have kept his bone meal farm, bruh.
Wait, let me check this chest.
No.
Oh, it made 2 in here too. All right, we made around 600k. Oh, never mind. There's more bones. Okay, yeah, we made around 720k. That's, and some of the bones are in the shulker boxes. They just haven't fully filled the shulker boxes yet, so it's not gonna send it down. But yeah. Also put some bone meal in the glow lichen farm and then started AFKing it. After AFKing for a little bit, we had about 9 stacks of glow lichen and I started selling them on auction. All right, guys, I just woke up. Our base is not rated. Hopefully we still have the same amount of skellies as we did. Okay, perfect. I've been AFKing for around 10 or
Baseball
11
moments, thank you for the
hours, so we'll see
$2,
how
bro.
much money we made. 61,000 bones. We made around 4.27 mil overnight. All right, first chest, 4 bones. Most of them go in here though. Okay, that's pretty good. And all of them ordered.
Boom, 4 million every night.
We
Not
made
bad.
3.36 million. I'll take it. Alright, I've been AFKing for about 30 minutes, and all of our glow lichen is sold. Here's all the auction transactions if y'all want to see them. But look, this is insane, bro. Glow lichen is 400k a stack, bro. Since the glow lichen was so high right now, I decided to go ahead and sell some more.
So who is buying glow
I also
lichen?
modified the...
What is it? That guy spent $300,000 on a stack of glow lichen. Who in the world would ever buy that? I don't understand. Is it for decoration in their bases or what?
glow lichen farm a little bit and even made this little storage system.
You would buy the glow lichen.
Luckily, some
Why?
of the footage did corrupt, but I basically just ordered the
Oh,
bone.
for auto re-gear stations. Oh, I see.
And I made around $7 million
I
from this. And you
see.
can also see this by my playtime going up.
For pickle
we have
farms too?
77k bones. It's pretty good.
Oh.
We now have 56 spawners and 1 singular shard. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and AFK for the night, and hopefully we can make a decent amount of money.
It acts as a sign that
Alright,
stops
we've been
liquid.
AFKing for
Well, why would you use that instead of just regular signs?
so long that the bone storage is actually 100% full. We did it! 250 million!
So, okay, in this episode, he sold both of his farms to somebody that I guess recognized him, maybe? I'm not sure. I feel like he could have easily gotten scammed, or the other guy could have easily gotten scammed from that, which is kind of, I don't know if people would do that very often. But, anyways, and then he sold his Crimson farm that he just built during this episode, too. And now all he has is his spawners. I have a feeling he's probably just going to slowly AFK more and more and more and get more and more spawners and then make it to $1 billion just by, AFKing the spawners all day. Okay.
This is the Don't SMP leaderboards, where the richest of people have over $1 billion. But is it possible for someone like me, the average Don't SMP player, to get $1 billion all
Is Pigstep a good investment? Thank you for the donation, bro. No, it's not.
completely solo? Well, in this series, this is exactly what we try and find out. So no furthermore, let's jump into the video. All right, we're back on the Don't SMP. Now, I'm sure I've already explained it in the intro of the video, but a bunch of the footage got corrupted.
Yo,
I take my eyes off the road to watch your stream smiling face
thank you.
with
End of
hearts.
time. Thank you so much for the $2, bro.
This might be a good time to mention that I lost over 20 hours of recording, so I had to completely restart episode 4, so yeah, that sucked, but here we are now. Also, this is what our spawner base looks
He lost the footage of recording?
like. Yeah. Also, some of you said the bamboo farm was not worth $136 million in the last episode. I went to a random person and literally just gave them 40 skeleton spawners, which is worth about $60 million. So then y'all couldn't say that this challenge wasn't fair because of the bamboo farm that I sold it for so much. We have 250 mil and 29 skeleton spawners to our name, and now we have to go make a base. So after finding the place where I was going to build my base and getting an amethyst pickaxe, I started digging my area out, and a few shulker boxes of moss later, we had the roof fully
Wait, what
done.
is he making?
Once I was done mining the area out, I started working on the floor, and as I was mining out the walls, I was thinking about what farm I should build here. I was originally thinking
Oh, he doesn't
kelp
even
because
know
it just
yet.
got buffed, and it seemed really good right now. But I also wanted to try something that no one's ever done before, pumpkins. You see, pumpkins just got a
L
buff.
owner didn't say thank you to my raid. Oh, wait. I'm scrolling. Oh, I see your raid. Hey, be there with you with the raid of 2 viewers. Thank you so much for the raid, bro. Sorry about that.
By quite a lot. Now I want to see if they're actually good. So after making the walls, I bought the materials I needed to start working on the pumpkin farm. Oh, our amethyst pickaxe full. Let's go. You know, I don't know if pumpkin farms are even good, but, you know, this is kind of
Why
just
is he
test,
making
so
a
we'll
pumpkin
see.
farm?
I do have 29
Oh
skeleton
my
spawners, so I'll go
gosh.
ahead and place these down as I'm AFK in the pumpkin farm, and yeah. I'll come
Why
back
is he
in a
not mining the netherite blocks? Bro, it's a texture pack.
little bit, and hopefully some of these pumpkins grew. Alright guys, I'm back, and it turns out I'm an absolute buffoon. You see, I forgot to put the glowstone so the pumpkins had no light, so it was just not growing at all, no matter how much I bone milled it. After about 30 minutes of AFKing when the pumpkins actually had the light, we made around 18k. It's horrible,
Thank you.
but if you look at how small of a farm it is, it makes sense. I had hope, so I decided to keep working on the farm. Little did I know at the time, this was going to be the best decision I made throughout the whole series. After a bit of building, I also went ahead and ordered...
Oh, shoot. Wait, he recorded this during Halloween. Okay, no wonder he's making a pumpkin farm then. Noah, with the 1 pound and 99 pence. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm skipping my dad's funeral to watch this. Thank you, bro.
some of my bones from my skeleton spawners. Building layer by layer, and after about 30 minutes, it was almost stacked up all the way to the ceiling. Alright, I'm back. I don't know
Also,
how long I've been
He's not even making the right pumpkin farm, bro. The horizontal one's way better than the vertical.
AFKing for, but honestly, bro, I just looked at the pumpkins. This is not that bad. That is a pretty solid amount of pumpkins. Pumpkins, and let's go ahead and order these to see how much money we make. Alright, I'm not even gonna say it, but
Moose
yeah,
with
we
the
made
prime
almost
sub. Thank
7K.
you, bro.
Since I wanted to expand the pumpkin farm, I bought an amethyst pickaxe and started digging out more area. I also started ordering some of the farm materials we're gonna need for the pumpkin farm just so it'd be cheaper in the long run. So after digging a little bit more out, I started working on more of the pumpkin
Bro, look how many
models.
observers this takes. This farm
I am
is
skipping
so
my dad's
expensive to
funeral
build.
to watch this net.
Thank you, bro.
I'm gonna go ahead and AFK for now, but yeah, hopefully our pumpkin farm can make something. And let's keep note that it's at about a row right now, so let's see how much it makes in like, I'll come back in about an hour. Alright everyone, I'm pretty much done AFKing. I've been AFKing for almost pretty much an hour and a half, like on the dot, an hour and a half. Dang, okay. It already had a row previously, so let me go ahead and sell all this. Let's see how much we
So
made.
in an hour and a
I'm gonna
half,
sell
you made that many
everything
pumpkins?
that wasn't the row, so this is
Okay.
pretty much what we had in it before I AFK'd, so let's just see how much this was worth. Did they just get a buff? Holy, they're so expensive. Dude, we just made... no way. Now, to this day, I still don't know why they went up this much, because they didn't actually get a buff, so I guess people need them for like Halloween builds or something, but yeah, it was good for me. After ordering some bones and selling my amethyst pickaxe on the auction house, I went ahead and started building more to the pumpkin farm, meaning it was really good. After just about all the building was done, I had stacked both sides of the pumpkin farm all the way up to the roof. Alright guys, I've been AFKing for my pumpkin farm for quite a while now. I added an extra chest just because the first one was filling up, so this is how much we have right now.
Bro, this makes me want to start from
ordering,
0.
And we made about 850k, which is pretty solid overall. After ordering some more bones, I made this little shulker loader and also wired up some redstone to where the pumpkins would drop out of these droppers into a shulker loader. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I pretty much just ran around my base for the next 20 minutes and resold one thing to make myself feel like I was making money, but yeah, that was about it. Alright, it's been around 14 hours. Sadly, we did get disconnected in the middle of the night, so I don't know how long it even AFK'd for. 1.44 million. That is
Is that even
pretty
good?
good, bro.
Bro,
We made about 1.3 mil from that. That is pretty good. I bought an amethyst pickaxe and kept digging out my area so I could keep building more of my pumpkin farm. Oh, and by the
he's
way,
building the most expensive design ever, bro. I hope he's able to sell all the materials at like all the farm materials after he's done building it.
have you ever wanted to play Minecraft with your friends but not have to pay ridiculous prices for server hosting? Well, Craftlands Hosting has got you covered. They're one of the
Wait, this guy's getting sponsorships now. That's crazy.
cheapest server hosting options out.
Skip.
Mods and plugins went under maintenance, so I couldn't play. All right, I'm
Oh.
at the pumpkin farm, and for some
No way he recorded this during the maintenance. Oh shoot. Do y'all remember this? When was this? Last Saturday? Oh my, that was, or no, 2 Saturdays ago? Oh my, that was so annoying. I was sitting there listening to NCS music, just waiting for the server to come back up. That was so sad. So this is what he was doing while I was doing that. Nice, bro. Where's the audio?
Appeal
Oh,
at
my bad.
Brickpig. I was cheating, but
Yo,
PLS.
Brickpig, thank you for the donut, bro.
I'm
No, I'm not gonna unban you, bro.
like we got a sugar box of pumpkins. All right, I think it's finally done, bro. Holy, this is a pretty big pumpkin farm now. Now, sadly, the prices of the pumpkins did go down quite a bit, so I didn't even know if this was worth building. Since I wanted to know how much money the pumpkin farm was gonna make now, I went ahead and did the calculations, and I was kind of disappointed. Oh, that is so bad, bro. That is not good.
I
All
don't
right,
even know what
I'm
that
back
is. 200K? 200K what?
AFK in the pumpkin farm? 1 mil? Okay. I don't know how long I was AFKing for, but I guess that's alright. Now that I saw how low our profit was from the pumpkin farm, I knew I needed to make a different farm. Alright, so as y'all probably know, kelp farms are extremely meta right now. But the thing is, if you don't smelt the kelp, you basically make no profit. So instead of just making the kelp farm, I'm going to order the kelp and then just dump it into like an auto smelter to see if that makes any money. Now that I had the idea, I went ahead and bought an amethyst pickaxe so I could start mining out air where I could actually build this thing. So after I was digging
Wait,
out the
wait, I was not listening. What is he building? He's building a kelp farm?
area, I sold my amethyst pickaxe and started working on the smelter. I also went ahead and ordered a ton of blaze rods, so that's why my money dropped down so low. Once the thing was finally done,
Yeah,
I dropped the
farm.
kelp and blaze rods to
Yeah.
the farm, and now we just have to AFK. Alright, I'm back. We've been AFKing for quite a while now. Alright, we made 1.24 mil. I was making a pretty good amount of money from this kelp as well. It wasn't all smelted up yet, so I was only selling a little bit. But also keep in mind, this is not profit. I did have to put a lot of money into this as well. I had enough shards, so I went ahead and bought another skeleton spawner as well. Anyways, it's getting pretty late for me, so I'm gonna go to bed soon, and I'm gonna
Alright,
AFK
good night,
everything
Villager King.
overnight. So this should smell all the kelp
Yo,
down,
X
and this should make a decent amount of
Beckers, thank you so much for the
hopefully
tier
make
1.
at
Thank
least like
you.
5 mil from
bro.
this, maybe. Any money from the pumpkin
Thank you so
farm,
much.
honestly, is good. For some reason, I got disconnected again, and also pumpkins went down to a horrible price, so this farm was pretty dog water. Now, the bones were making me a decent amount of money, but if you look at my val, I'm pretty much still under 250 mil, and we're almost 8 minutes into the video.
Already spent all this
Alright,
money
we
on
are
the
finally
farm.
up 3 mil. Alright,
I sold the kelp. Oh wait, okay. he
back
sold the
down
kelp.
to losing money. Let's go. Now, I can't really show you me doing this because y'all probably might be able to find my base somehow, but basically I just went up into the surface and got some cows for my base. And
Nice.
Bernard, we have 2.
Why? What does he need cows for though? Is he selling leather?
I was also selling
Leather is a
droppers
good
on the
strat,
side
though.
just to make a little bit of extra money. I was also ordering hoppers and then just straight up selling them on AH, and I was making a decent profit. After buying an amethyst pickaxe, I started digging the area out I was gonna need to build the cow farm. I also had sold the amethyst pickaxe, that's why my money went back up. Alright, well, all we gotta really do is AFK. And about every
beef
15
farm?
minutes, I'm gonna come
What?
over here and breed the cows. So hopefully in the next recording,
No way
we
he's
should
doing a
have
beef
decent amount of
farm.
cows.
That's trash.
Alright, I'm back, guys, from AFK in the cow farm. Bro, at the time of recording right now, I have no idea how I'm actually gonna get to 500 million. This pumpkin farm is not it. 34 skeleton spawners is gonna help a little bit, but that's gonna get us nowhere. And now I can't even log on Donut. Yep, okay, that's really gonna
Oh
help
my
us.
gosh, bro. Yeah, so this is this is what happens when the server goes down. I was so annoyed during this era.
Get to 500 mil.
But
Once I
luckily
was
it's
able to
fixed
log
now.
back on the server, I didn't really know
It's
what
like,
to do,
what,
so I just
1 or
started
2
breeding
days of
cows
that
in my little
happening?
cow farm. By the way, if you're wondering how this cow farm works, the chains are there so the baby cows will fall
I can't
down, and then when the baby
verify
cows
my
grow up, we get
DCBCI
loaded.
can't
Sharp 4,
type
looting
code.
3, it's 250.
Yo, Brickpig, thank you for the dono, bro. I can't help you, bro.
But we will be using this a lot, so we don't need it. After killing some cows, I went ahead and breeded some more up, and I also ordered some kelp that I had. At this point in the challenge, I felt like I was finally making progress because I was past 250
Leather
million.
sells for a
Reselling
lot.
hoppers
I
was
know,
also
I know.
extremely
People
good
need
because
it
they
for
sold
enchanting
extremely
tables.
fast. After ordering some bones that I had from my skeleton spawners, I kept reselling hoppers because this money-making method is actually insane. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering what I do with the cows, when I get the leather, I craft them into item frames and then sell them, because a stack of item frames sells for over 500k. Since the hoppers were selling so good, I invested another 4 mil into them. Now, I also placed an order for some pistons and was reselling these just like I was with hoppers, and it was working really well. Here's all the auction transactions if y'all want to see. I don't know if anything sold. I guess maybe some pistons or something did, but this is everything. For some
Okay, he's
reason,
in
they're having
profit.
like a
He's made a
dance
little bit of
party or
money.
something over here. I don't know why all of the cows are crowding over this, but basically they're dying from suffocation, and it's giving me leather, which is not good because I want to kill them with a looting sword. So then
Oh shoot. Yeah, X-Bearcraze with another
can
gift
get more
sub. Thank
leather.
you.
After killing some cows, breeding them up again, and also selling some of our kelp that we have and our pumpkins, I was thinking about building a new base because I always like to have at least 2 because if one gets raided, then at least we have another one. After selling a few item frames that we got
I feel
from
like
our
the 2 base strat doesn't even make sense because how are you gonna AFK both of them at once? I feel like you should just make one big base.
cows,
Is
now
that
it's time to
a
go
good
out and make
idea
a
or
new
no?
base. Been AFKing overnight and actually made a decent amount of pumpkins. I can't lie. That looks like
2
it's
accounts?
worth a decent amount
Does
of
he
money.
have 2 accounts? though?
4.14 mil? I'll take that, honestly. That's not bad. Even though we only have 35 skeleton spawners, they actually start to make a decent amount of money. After ordering the bones and making about 7 mil, I just kept on reselling
He's making
stuff like
profit,
item
okay.
frames and especially hoppers, and we were making a ton of money from this. Also, here are our auction transactions, by the way, if anybody wants to see this, because I
Java
think...
and Bedrock.
Yeah, a lot of our
Ooh.
stuff sold overnight.
So everyone basically
I
has
also
2
didn't want to
accounts.
use this kelp smelter thing anymore, so I went ahead and got the leftover blaze rods from it and ordered it. I actually made a decent amount of money from this. Since the hoppers were so good, I decided to spend 9 mil on orders. And after a little bit more of reselling, it seems like stuff was starting to move in the right direction. Alright, I just breeded up the cows, and yeah, a bunch of our hoppers
Bro, to
are on
get
our auction
500
right
mil,
now,
that's
and I'm gonna
so
go ahead
far
and
away.
AFK, and we'll see how much money we make when I come back.
Yo, Tucker,
For
thank
some
you for
reason,
the
the
donation,
freaking
bro.
recording is just tweaking,
Your
bro.
voice gives me migraines. Hashtag LVAPER.
Yeah, thank you. My voice does not give you migraines, bro, but I appreciate the donation anyways.
But yeah, we just made like, I don't know, maybe like 7 mil or something. I don't even know how much it was. But I ordered all the bones from our skeleton spawners. We had like 54% full or like 60% full. I don't know how much that is. Sold a bunch of hoppers. So right now we have a bunch of hoppers on our AH. A bunch of them had sold previously. So these are the auction transactions. And I also sold the pumpkins, which are about like 3 mil. So y'all can see that right here. Alright, everyone, I've been AFKing overnight. Our base isn't raided, which is always a good thing. Been making a bunch of pumpkins and obviously bones. And if you look at our bound, you can see that all of our stuff on auction sold. And just look at this. So many hoppers, bro. And then every once in a while, there's some item frames. So yeah, let me go ahead and start selling some of these hoppers again. Also went ahead and ordered my bones, which may be about 6 mil, which is always pretty
Bro,
good. I went
everything
ahead and
every time he makes money, it's only from the spawners. Like, I feel like that's so dumb.
also bought 2 extra skeleton spawners and then went ahead and ordered my pumpkins. Yo, we hit 300 mil, let's go. After hitting 300 mil, I bred up my cows and then started selling their remains. The hoppers were extremely
What's up,
quickly,
guys?
so I decided to order a bunch more. After finding the place where I was gonna build my base, I ordered some pistons and bought an amethyst pickaxe and started mining out the area. Alright, I've been AFKing overnight. After ordering my bones and my pumpkins, I made about 10 million, which is okay, but definitely not that good. I also started selling hoppers that I had ordered previously, and basically anytime someone would buy a hopper, I would immediately sell another stack. After I was done digging the area, I started placing the moss on the top for the roof, so keep in mind I'm still selling hoppers. After I was done digging some of the area out, I started working on the flooring of the base. I went ahead and started working on some of the modules, and yes, I am building a bamboo farm. The reason I'm making a bamboo farm is because right as I sold my last bamboo farm, Dr. Donut decided to buff bamboo by 33%, so now it's really good. Oh, and if you're wondering why my money went up a bunch, it's because I sold
I love you so much, kitty.
Thank you for the donation.
my
Thank
amethyst
you.
pickaxe, and I also been selling a bunch of hoppers. After everything was finished, right now I have 25 bamboo modules. Alright, I'm back. I've been AFKing overnight. Pumpkin just got a 5x buff right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and order these, and this should be
Oh
worth a lot
shoot, the Halloween update!
of money.
Basically, if y'all don't know what the Halloween update is, it's a 5 times pumpkin sell multiplier. So whatever he was making on pumpkins before, now it should make 5 times as much.
Pumpkins are so meta. I just made 20 mil off that. That is ridiculous. What the frick? Look, it says 5x pumpkin. That's on the thing. After ordering the bones, we had over $340 million. All right, I'm back for AFK for a little bit. And bro, pumpkin farms are absolutely ridiculous right now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start expanding this. And I might
like this
even
for
make
2
a
weeks,
sky
right?
base for pumpkin farms so we can make as many pumpkins as we can. First, I'm gonna go ahead and order these bones real quick. I've also had my alt account at the bamboo farm, so I went ahead and built a shulker loader just so it could be easier to sell. I'm about to go ahead and go to bed, so I'm gonna have one account AFK in the bamboo farm and one account AFK in the pumpkin farm, so we'll make a decent amount of money. As usual, I woke up and ordered the bones.
was only 5
and bro,
days of the
pumpkins
of
are
the pumpkin
ridiculous
multiplier?
right now.
No
It is
way.
crazy. I also made like 1 mil from my bamboo farm, so it's just kind of extra money. Now, as I'm selling this next batch of pumpkins, I just want to say thank you,
lying, I
Dr.
have no
Donut,
idea.
for watching
Oh.
my videos, and thank you everyone for all the support on the series. It's been crazy.
Yes,
After
W,
selling
bro.
this last batch of
welcome.
pumpkins, I had over 400
I like the
million.
videos.
I was also still selling hoppers on the side just for some extra money. After ordering some more bones and watching some cheese race, I had over $414 million.
about seeing if people can fly. Crikey. Genocide, war, the impending collapse of our planet. Oh man, living a simple
No.
life.
No
Now-
way, it's that funny. No way you're enjoying cheese rolling that much.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yo.
I got pretty lucky here with the 5x pumpkins because if that didn't
You love
happen,
that
I don't know
video,
what
bro.
I would have done.
Maybe
so
I
I
should
pretty
do
much
that.
just
Would y'all,
AFK'd my.
if I went and streamed me cheese rolling, would you guys want me to do that? I think I've seen a video on cheese rolling. It's basically like they roll the cheese down the hill, and then first one they catch the cheese.
Kelp
At the-
so up I'm making 4 bill a day when kelp nerf.
You're not making 4 bill a day, cat. But yeah, they launch the cheese down the hill, and it's like a big cheese ball, and it rolls down, 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 and first one to get the cheese wins a bunch of money.
Pumpkin farm all the
That'd
way
be
up
so
to
fire if I
500
did that.
million. But in the next episode, we have to
but
go all the way
that-
up
I
to a
don't even know
billion,
where I would
and
ever
there's
do
not
that.
going to be any lucky buffs like this time. 500 million.
Holy, yeah, 500 mil is crazy. I wonder when he gets to $1 billion, did he do it all from pumpkins or what?
Now we gotta get to a bill. By the way, all of my members get a shout out
Also
at the end of
W.
every. $1 billion is considered extremely rich to the average Don't SMP player. But can the average player get $1 billion by playing all completely solo? Well, in this series, that's exactly what we try and find out. From finding
this can
insane
actually
money
be
making
insane.
methods to building insanely huge farms that produce us millions an hour, this is episode 5 of how I'll be going from 500 mil all the way up to $1 billion.
So yeah, I already watched part 0, or from when I watched all this. This is part 5. I watched from $0 to $500 million, and that was like that took him a long time to make those 4 episodes, up to that amount of money. And then this is episode 5. It has been 4 months since he recorded the first episode, or no, 5. It's been 5. How many months did I just say? It's been 4 or 5 months. So it took him 5 months to make this amount of money. That is insane.
In the Donut SMP. Alright, so my mic was actually turned off in these first few clips, but when I had TP to my bamboo base I had built towards the end of the last video, for some reason there was these weird holes everywhere. So I had figured that someone had found it, so I didn't really want to build anything else here. I knew that getting to $1 billion was going to be really hard, so I'd have to build whatever the meta farm was at the time. And right now it's kelp. So I went ahead and bought an amethyst pickaxe and started expanding my area.
Wait, so he found those random tunnels in his base and he's still adding more things to it? Yo, if I was him, I would move out.
Digging out the area, I kept adding more flooring, and I went ahead and broke down this like weird kelp smelter thing. I don't even know what this is, but this is something I built in the last
That's storage.
video. I also went ahead and ordered like 10 mil worth of bones for my kelp farm, and after selling my amethyst pickaxe, I went ahead and started working on the kelp farm. Now, if you're wondering what design this is, I think this was called the IKEA V1 by Mushcat. Now, after I was fully done building the farm, I went ahead and ordered some bone blocks because for some reason you can't use bones in this farm. After the farm was completely finished, I went ahead and wired it up to a shulker loader, and now all we do is AFK.
Okay, so
Alright, I've been
what is this? It's a kelp farm?
AFKing for a decent while now,
Looks like, is that a smelter? No,
and it
that's a shulker
looks
loader.
like... Okay, that is
Okay, he's not even doing a smelter. He's just doing only kelp.
actually a decent amount of kelp. So far we've made like 11 million, which is pretty good, I guess. Yeah, 1 mil. Now it turns out the farm actually does work with bones as well, it's just not as efficient. Alright, I'm done AFKing. I also dumped all the bones into the autocrafter as I was off camera, I think, so I don't think... Yeah, we don't have any bone orders at all. Alright, nice. Looks like we're above 500 mil. I also spent a lot of money on farm materials and stuff, so that's good. Where did you come from? This dude...
Oh my, and okay, now some random guy found his base. No way, bro. He should not have built that when there were tunnels in his wall.
Long story short, I basically just talked to this guy and signs a bunch, and he was German, so I didn't really understand a whole lot of what he was saying. But he also ended up taking my skellies, which kind of sucked, so now we gotta
Oh my, wait, how many skeleton spawners did he have?
go build a new base. I also went ahead and went out and made a new base, and just built this one little smelter thing. I wasn't recording, so sorry about that, but it was a really small, and this is all I have right now. So
Okay, so he made a new base and he built a kelp smelter.
basically how this works is I order kelp and I just dump it into it, and it uses some of the kelp that it already has to like re-smelt it basically, and I just get the leftover profit kelp. I also bought an amethyst
really
pickaxe
good.
and started digging out my area a little more because I want to build more of these kelp things. Okay, I just did the calculations. I think this thing should be realistically making around 1.8 if not 2x our profit. So say we put 100 mil worth of kelp in here, it should give us 200 mil out. Alright, well there's not really a whole lot I can do right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and AFK, and I'll come back later, and hopefully this made a decent amount of kelp. Alright guys, I've been AFKing for a pretty decent amount of time. You can see I gained a lot of shards as well. Yeah, 1 mil, pretty good. But what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna extend the area this way, and I already had plotted out where I'm gonna like build the next modules at. I'm gonna build 2 more of these, and I'm also gonna tear this top portion down and add chest right here. so we can have like a way bigger storage, basically. Now, as I was working on the new storage for this, I went ahead and ordered $4 million worth of crafters because someone in my comments said by reselling crafters, you can make a lot of money. So we're gonna give this a try. I also went ahead and bought 4 skeleton spawners and continued working on the farm. I also went ahead and ordered a ton of kelp and was getting
Look at his playtime, 59 days.
ready to dump into the farm.
Cow.
Bunch of building later, and we had 4 modules now. I was also reselling some random stuff, so if you see here in the chat, it says I was selling some hoppers, and I was also selling the crafters that I had ordered. Alright, so we built all 4 of the kelp modules,
And he built 4 of these things. Nice.
and now all I gotta do is wait for people to order me kelp, and I'm gonna go ahead and AFK overnight. We got some stuff on our auction, and hopefully we'll be back up to 500 mil by tomorrow. Alright, I'm back from AFKing overnight. How many... Okay, 2 double chests. That's not too bad, but it's not the greatest. All the kelp obviously didn't smelt. There's still a bunch
way. Overnight, he only got 2 double chests of kelp. That's gonna be like nothing.
smelting, I think, like in these chests. Yeah, there's still a ton. Alright, there we go. We're back up to 470 million, which is good. After ordering the kelp, I also went ahead and dumped some of it back into the extra smelter thing so we can get more kelp. I was also still getting these auto crafters from my orders and reselling them. Basically, all I did in this clip was sell some of the kelp and did a little bit of reselling to try to get back up to 500 million so we weren't below it. Our money back. Alright, I've been AFKing overnight. All of my crafters sold on auction, and we actually made a decent amount of money from this. It's a pretty good strategy. I'm gonna order a decent amount of crafters because that actually resold like pretty well, so let's go ahead and get some more of those. I'm not gonna order any more kelp right now. That would probably be the best decision, but I'm not going to do that yet because I want to actually make sure I'm making profit before I just start dumping more money into this thing. By the way, if you see my money going up and down a bunch, it's basically from ordering kelp and reselling kelp. So basically, I'm just selling a bunch of crafters. And the reason I'm not making a lot of money from my kelp right now, as you can see I'm still under 500 mil, is it takes a long time to start making profit. So really soon, we should start 1.5 to almost 2xing our money. This thing that makes probably about like 4 or 5 million an hour, but you also have to order the kelp, so that factors in as well. This isn't really going to get us to a bill. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, I've not been paying attention. I thought this series ended like 3 months ago. He's still going to 1 bill. Yes, bro, it took him 4 months. And I was done watching the series, but just because there could be people who are watching this like way after it happened, I gotta finish this last episode and see if he can get to $1 billion.
It's just not good enough. And everybody says kelp farms are so good, go build a kelp farm. Well, what if you made a kelp farm, but you didn't use bone meal? It's kind of like a bamboo farm, you know? By the way, the reason we got back up to 500 million is a ton of our crafters sold on the AH, which are worth a ton of money, actually. And it was mainly just selling the kelp. But I wanted to try this new strategy, and I always like to have more than one base in case one of them gets raided, so I was getting ready to go work on a new base. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I went ahead and started digging out some area, and yes, I know you can see my coordinates, but I never even did anything with this. I also went ahead and
So, wait, what? He dug out an area but didn't do anything with it?
ordered a crap ton of bones and decided to just start digging an area out where my base was originally. So then I could just link the kelp farm up to the smelter to make a ton of money. After digging the area out, I started working on the kelp farm, and sure enough, it was almost done. After finishing up the kelp farm,
What do you mean he did nothing with it? He just built a whole kelp farm.
I started digging more of the area out so then I can start working on the auto crafters. By the way, as I'm building this, if you see my money go down at all, it's just from buying farm materials. After the farm was just about done, I put some bones into it that I had from my order and tested it out, and it was working pretty good.
Jeez. I don't think he shows like how impressive it is that he just dug out that whole area and built that huge massive farm. That is like, that takes a lot of time.
Ordered some kelp. I also started reselling some stuff just to get some extra money. Since the farm seemed to be working good, I ordered some more bones, and just now we have to AFK. Now, as the farm was running, I also started enchanting some pickaxes just for some extra money. And then the biggest order by far is the kelp, which we ordered for like a bunch. So now we're actually making a lot of money. So we're at 510 mil, and we're finally past 500 mil. If you're seeing my money go up and down a lot, it's just from ordering and selling kelp, by the way. Since I was finally seeing profit from the kelp farm, I decided to order $41 million worth of kelp for huge profit after this. And after a bunch of AFKing, I was almost back up to 500 mil, but the thing is, I still had a crap ton of kelp left. After selling a bunch more kelp, I had over 520 million. Now this is about what we had earlier, but the thing is, I still have a bunch of kelp left in my orders, so we're starting to finally make money. Okay, so you're probably wondering where I'm at right now. I forgot to record, but basically, if you can see by my money, I paid this guy 65 million for this bamboo base.
Oh no, it's gonna get griefed right away. I know it is.
It's pretty decent. It doesn't go far back a whole lot, but yeah, as you can see, this isn't built, by the way. This is just like still being worked on. But I've been AFKing this for a while now, and we're gonna go ahead and sell the bamboo and see how much we made. I actually bought this from one of my moderators, so shout out Days. But yeah, this basically, I bought this bamboo farm and I figured it would help me make a lot more money. But yeah, keep in mind, we did spend 65 mil on this, so while this might make a decent amount of money, we did spend a lot of money on it as well. I'm also
Are you sure this is the last episode? Still has 400 mil and the video's halfway done. Yo, I don't know how he's gonna get $1 billion. I have a feeling it's gonna be something cheesy at the end where like he sells all his bases and gets $1 billion. I hope it's not, and I don't think it will be, but I have a feeling it could be.
I'm gonna do this yet. I might also resell it if I do expand it. So yeah. But yeah, I'm about to go AFK this thing overnight, and we'll see how much money this makes overnight. So I'll see y'all then. Alright, I just want to do this as a little recording real quick. I'm just going to go ahead and keep selling this every once in a while. I don't want to wait too long before we do. We have been AFKing for a while. But yeah, this is all the bamboo we have. By the way, if you're wondering how big this is compared to the other bamboo farm I built previously in the series, it's about the same thing. But this was kind of a big risk for me because if the base were to get raided before I even made my money back, then I'd be at a huge loss.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at my playtime, you can see that I've been AFKing for 2 whole days straight.
2 days straight? I swear his playtime just went up by 10 days.
And this is the amount of money we made. And I also decided to do this little trick where you order a bunch of crafters and you resell them on AH and you make about double your profit. Now, something funny that happened is the guy that I bought this from had a teammate that still had a home at the base, actually. And he had ended up taking a bunch of the stuff from the shulker boxes, basically, which I could care less about. So, since he felt bad for taking the stuff from the shulker boxes, he went ahead and built a little bit more of the bamboo farm. So, thank you to whoever that guy is. And after selling this batch of bamboo, I had over 600 million now. Now, you're probably wondering, oh, he can just AFK the bamboo farm all the way up to $1 billion. It's easy. Well, yeah, that was exactly my plan. But after a crap ton of AFKing and I reached about 750 mil from this is also reselling my crafters.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. How's that 750 mil? Hold on. I've been thinking about other stuff.
Okay, the bamboo farm all the way up to $1 billion.
Hold on, what?
More the bamboo farm. So thank you to whoever that guy is. And after selling this batch of bamboo, I had over 600 million.
So he's making his money from bamboo now. Okay, I thought bamboo was like not even good.
Now you're probably wondering, oh, he can just AFK the bamboo farm all the way up to $1 billion. It's easy. Well, yeah, that was exactly my plan. But after a crap ton of AFKing and I reached about 750 mil from this is also reselling my crafters, something bad happened. By the way, if you made it this far into the video, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed. It would help me out
everybody subscribe to Villager King, bro.
A lot. After getting about another 30 mil for my bamboo farm and placing a big order for auto crafters, I found some random dude just sitting at my base.
Bro, you know how like funny this is? The reason this is so funny is because this guy probably found the base and probably thought like it was abandoned from like months ago, but clearly it's not. That's hilarious.
So obviously I decided to kill him to see if he had anything, and he had a pickaxe which I sold for about 250k. So I guess that's that. All right, everyone. So as y'all know, the bamboo base got found, and I have no real way of making money right now. You can see my bow is up a lot. And that is because I sold literally all the auto crafters. I mean, this is ridiculous. You can see all the auction transactions here. Alright, so we just made a decent amount of money from that, but we're still like 150 mil away, and I don't have any bases, I don't think. Matter of fact, we still have a bunch of crafters in here. Let me sell these. Alright, that's every skeleton spawner we can buy, and that's actually a stack and 8, which is really good. After a little bit of thinking about what I was gonna do, I decided to try to TP some streamers to my base to see if I could get some money.
Alright, bro, I guess I'm going this guy.
Yes, he accepted. This is my bamboo base.
Are you the fake? Oh, you're fake? The guy who did the 0 to $1 billion?
No, that's not me.
That guy's name's Villager King, but I don't...
Yeah, his IGN's Villager King, not Sushi Dog. So. But,
Yo, this sounds exactly like you.
No, it does not.
Alright, my bad.
Dang, random Don't Ask Me players know Villager King. That's fire.
What do you want?
I was wondering if I could get some money for my base. Now the next guy,
you got 2 mil.
TP.
Okay.
I actually sold all my skelly stew for 1.4 mil each, and I was getting a lot closer to $1 billion after this. The next streamer I got also gave me $1 million. By the way, this isn't taking out handouts. Anybody can do this. Just pull up YouTube and just TP people to your base, and they'll give you money. The last thing I did to get really close to $1 billion was sell this guy my base for 50 million. That makes 5 million an hour.
He sold his base too. I feel like the only reason he was able to sell his base was because he's Villager King.
So I feel like this is more than fair. Now that I was only $2 million away from my final goal of 1 billion, I started reselling anything I possibly could. And eventually, I finally got it.
Wow. It seemed like this was actually such a big struggle. Look how much his playtime went up. I think he didn't show how big of a struggle this was.
Yes, sir. 1 billion. That was a crazy freaking series, bro. I want to give a special
took
thanks
months.
to Dr. Donut for watching my videos. That really means a lot to me. And Challenge overall just completely skyrocketed my channel from about 5K subs.
W,
to
bro, at least no faking or anything. W legit series. I know. I swear that's rare to find
like
nowadays.
over 20,000 now, which is crazy. And I just want to tell y'all how thankful I am for this. So thank you for everything, guys. I really appreciate this. This is awesome.
Thank
This
you
means
for
a lot.
making the videos, If you're listening, Villager King, thank you for making the videos, bro. I mean, everyone loved to see it. It did well on my channel when I watched it. It does well on your channel. The videos are good, and that's why they watched. And people probably now like to watch you.
A lot to me.
Not just
I'll see
your
y'all in the
videos.
next video.
W, bro. It was a good run. Holy, that took so long.